Forest Sportscar for the 3rd annual Primo Classico. This year's theme, Primo Classico d'Europa, will feature fall fashions from Neiman Marcus, fabulous restaurants from around Chicago, and of course we're going to do a lot of fundraising for the Primo Center for Homeless Women and Children. Today we have honorees Jimmy Connors, the legendary tennis player here, and of course Kate Gaynor, a longtime supporter of the center. So let's have some fun. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the Primo Center.
Well, originally I heard about it for a couple of years, and originally actually a mutual friend, a dear friend of both of ours, Francis Rank, said, Paul, this is a charity that you must, that I think would interest you and that you must get involved with. And I ended up on the board, and when we were doing the planning over the years for this event, suddenly somebody said, I'll be co-chairing the event with you.
Woohoo, and here we are. We're so excited. You have been involved with the Primo Center for how long?
Well, this is the 2nd year we've done the event. I was telling Quentin earlier, if it wasn't him and it wasn't such a great cause, this is the hardest event we do because we have to clear all the cars out of the show. We had to take 40 cars out of the showroom yesterday.
Oh my God, well, I could have taken a couple home with me and gotten them off your hands.
I told you, I wasn't thinking.
You have been such a supporter of this event and the center. How did you get involved with it?
Actually, when we first launched into Chicago, we started what was called the Social Committee, and we wanted to reach out to the stewards of the city and figure out how we could make a difference rather than just come in, fly our planes in, and ask for money. We wanted to figure out, how we could give back to the community, and this was one of the ways that we got involved.
So, Kitsy, tell us a little bit about your auction package. You donated a wonderful live auction package for the event today.
Sure. I know we're giving away a couple tickets to the Four Seasons in Doha, as well as the Four Seasons in Johannesburg. And then I believe economy class tickets as well, or just
business class. Yeah, business class flights. So 2 nights in Johannesburg, or 4 nights in Johannesburg, airfare, business class airfare all the way over there, and 2 business class tickets to Doha, and then with a stay in the Four Seasons in Doha, and then a surprise extra stuff we have.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see what that is. How did you get involved in the Primo Center?
Oh gosh, I feel like Michigan Avenue has been involved with the Primos for years, since long before I was even in the magazine. They do such amazing work in the city and they give back to Chicago. It's just another reason why Chicagoans are just the best people in the world.
See, I love that. I had the right person. What are you excited about today?
I'm excited that we can be here. The Sugar Hills Bakery is always part of this amazing events, and we give so much to the charities. But this is very close to my heart because I had a really bad childhood, and I think that we're gonna be from now on. Sugar Hills gonna really support Primo Center for homeless women. Yeah.
Oh, I love that, and you can't renege now because we have it on camera.
Yes.
About the fashion show.
This season and what we're featuring today is all from the Neiman Marcus Fall Lookbook. So the colors are green, the gray matters, all of the trends that we've been seeing, and they are coming to life here on our live mannequin models.
Speaking of live mannequin models, look at how beautiful this outfit is.
That's the gray matters trending that's going on. We love all the detail and the embellishment that you can add to the gray matters this year, and the quilting that's been a very popular popular trend as we've seen.
It's beautiful. Let's see the back. I love your little boots too.
And the boots.
Fabulous. I love the feathers, all of that. That looks awesome.
All from Neiman Marcus, Michigan Avenue.
Michigan Avenue, Neiman Marcus. So, Jimmy, how happy are you to be here with me?
Well, there's no place I'd rather be. You know that, Candace. And you know, when we spoke earlier in the year and you invited us to come to this event, I follow you on Facebook, Twitter, and through all social media, you know. So I knew what the Primo Center and what this was all about. So I have a little head start. But it's nothing, hearing about it is nothing like being here in person. And it's a fantastic day.
Bless your heart. You have such a stellar record of wins. I mean, you're like one of the winningest tennis players of all time. What gave you all that drive and ambition to succeed like that?
Well, you know, I look at it, you know, I worked hard. I had good basic teaching and good technique, and I went out and just wanted it so bad that I was willing to do whatever it took to try to be as good as I could be. And you know, for some it works out. It happened to work out for me, and you know, very, very pleased with you know, with the results. But you know, I guess looking back, you know, are there any regrets? I can't say I have any regrets, but certainly I had a great time doing it.
Yeah. And of all your matches, is there one match that stands out as God, that was the best win? That was one that's better than the rest of them?
Yeah, I think this was my best match right here. She's certainly been my toughest match. I will say that. But yeah, I mean, we've you know, the tennis is you know, was such a big part of my life at the very beginning. But you know, life goes on, and there's much more beyond that. And I knew I couldn't play tennis forever, and I've been very lucky. You know, I found somebody that we can spend my whole life with, that you know, has gone through the ups and downs, you know, on the court and off the court with me, and she's still here, so that's pretty lucky.
Patti, what do you think the key to success is for you two?
Forgiveness.
I love that.
Forgiveness on both sides, like, you know.
And
Yeah.
good makeup sessions after fights.
Never go to bed angry.
As your book, The Outsider, a memoir, is, I mean, it is spectacular. I have read it. And what was the best part about writing that book, and why did you write the book?
Well, I think the best part of it, and why I wrote it, was you know, to just kind of clear it up and just say it the way, you know, everybody always had their input and what they thought I was, and what they thought my career was like, and who I was, and why I was like I was when I played, and so I thought it would be better for me to just kind of say it the way it was from the one who lived it, and so. Am I happy the way it came out? Sure I am, you know, but and Patti told me when I wrote it, you know, don't write it unless you're going to write an honest book. And there was a lot of things in there that, I mean, I could have, you know, sidestepped around a lot of things and, you know, gotten by with not putting it in there. But, you know, it's my life, and it's what I put into it, and was able to, you know, to eventually put it down and kind of, you know, say it from the one who lived it, which I liked.
I love it. And, you know, I know that you don't play tennis anymore. I mean, you've had 3 hip surgeries, right?
Yeah.
2 replacements?
Yeah, it's all right, but I'm doing good. I'm still standing. It's okay.
But you do have another sport you're passionate about. What's that?
Well, you know, I have to do something. I have to be competitive at something. So I went to golf, and it seems that, you know, a lot of athletes, when they get older and they retire, they go to golf, and it's a way to get out, compete, to work at something, to strive to get better. So I guess my question is, where do golfers go? You know, what's next for them? So, but they can play golf until they're, you know, 70, 80, whatever, and I admire that in a lot of ways. So it gives me something to work at, have fun with, and try to get better.
I met Michael Jordan. You'd mentioned that you played with him. He has to be, you know, as a tough opponent like McEnroe maybe was on the tennis court. Would he be for you competitively for tennis?
Playing golf with Michael is certainly a thrill. We've had some games in the past, and he is the ultimate competitor. So, you know, we were able to butt heads pretty good and go. I walked off of there crying a few times, and hopefully I inflicted a little pain on him too. But it's always fun when you understand that the greatness that he provided on the basketball court was transformed really onto the golf course, and he's got that same drive and ambition to be as good on the golf as he was at the basketball. So it's fun to play.
Who's the better golfer?
Oh, well, I think I'm down a few bucks still.
And you've had a long career with Playboy, Patti. What are your highlights of those memories?
Working with you at the club.
Good answer.
Because of Playboy, I met my husband. I wouldn't have moved to Los Angeles to pursue a modeling career, and that's where I met Jimmy. I think living at the mansion for a year and being around people like Shel Silverstein, and Hef, who's so brilliant. It's like just listen to his conversations and his fairness on life, and the way he looks at life, and the equality that he places in everybody. It was a really learning experience, and I enjoyed it. I don't regret one thing.
And I brought you here today with us here at the Primo Center for the benefit.